Okay. Shalom, Israel. We are the Isupk. Start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. 1969, under command of General Yohana, where we teach blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. You're not an Isupk under command of General Yohana. You're not of the truth. This is Friday night Lashawan Qadash class, Officer Kazak Shapar, teaching the Hebrew language in the ancient and the Assyrian. And we're going to talk about the 18 nations tonight. We talked about a little bit about, we're going to start off talking about some of the events that's happening right now. I mean, you know, Russia trying to invade the nations over there, I think it's Ukraine, you know, because the United States want to include them and that sort of thing. So we have people checking in already. And we're waiting for the chat to come up. 7 o'clock, I believe. And the 18 nations, Russia, we're going to start off with that one. I believe it's Magog. But let's see. UPK Shah class. And the nations, you know, these are the nations we're going to talk about, the 18 nations. Ha. 18. Well, we'll put it up there. Let's just put it up there. The 18 nations. Smart. You know, the 18 nations. That's what it is. It's Ha. Then we're going to say Shah, Ma, Wa, Na, Asherah. That's 18 in the Hebrew, okay? Asherah. Okay? And then we're going to have nation is Gawaya. Ga-wa-ya in the Hebrew. And that's what it means. But anyway, we're going to talk about those nations tonight. We're going to go all the way from India all the way to Africa, to North Africa all the way. We're going to show you how they're spelled, of course, and show you what they are in history and a few things like that. But, you know, I start off with this nation because it's in the news right now. You know, Magog, you know, that nation. That's what the Bible calls that one. So we'll get into this, okay? And now we'll get into the spelling, and we'll get into the Hebrew and the ancient Hebrew, okay, as we wait for the more people to join in the chat. Okay, Russia. You know, well, let's start out with here the 18 nations. How you would spell it is the, ha. Ha means the. Okay, Shama Wana. That's 18. Shama Wana. Well, it'd be nice if you spelled it right. Let's see. Shama Wa Wana. Asherah. You put in a 10 and an 18, 10 and 8 together, that makes 18. So, Ha, Shama Wana, Asherah, Gawaya. That's the 18 nations. And that's what you're saying when you say that. As and Russia is one of those nations. You know in Psalms 83, where the Bible says that, well, let's get Psalms 83. Let's just read about it a little bit here. Let's get it. Those nations sought to take Israel out of here and team up against us, man. You know, that's what they did. So let's find that. I'll show a little bit about that. Let's see here. South Carolina's live, yeah. Okay. Attendance is up. Akaz Amar, Sumitra Bill, Sharper and Howard is watching. Appreciate that. Okay. Aisha. All right. What was that? Oh, Psalm. Psalms, the 83rd chapter says this. Let's just read it. These are the nations that sought to take us about. The Bible says this. For lo, verse 3, Psalms 2, I'm sorry. Psalm 83, verse 2, Slaki. For the lo, thine enemies make a tumult, like a fight, man. Like they tumultuous, a fight. They want an argument. They make a fight, and they hate thee. They that hate thee, they lifted up their head, man. They lifted up their head to be against us, man. Slaki. Let's see who else. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off. Man, you talking about cutting us off. That's what they've done. They put us in slavery, man, and took our nations and cut us off. That they may cut us off, man. Why? Because the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's what they want to cut us off for. Let's see who else is joining the chat. We're talking about the 18 nations, so we're going to talk a little bit about those 18 nations. Sharon class, glad to have you. Kazamar, glad to have you guys. Officer Shar, Trooper Kazamar, Trooper Isupk Shah. They have said, verse 4, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Who is they talking about? Y'all type in the chat. Who they say when they say cut them off? Who are they trying to cut off? These 18 nations here, man. Who they trying to cut off? I mean, Russia was one of them. They, AKA white people. They all mixed up. So who did they say they're going to cut off somebody? Who they want to cut off? Type it in the chat. They say they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Now, we're not part of that 18 nations, but these 18 nations want to come and cut us off from being a nation. So who are they talking about? So the Bible says, come, let these 18 nations want to cut somebody off. Who did they want to cut off? Who is that? Who they want to cut off? That's what this says. Say, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. So they're talking about, let's see what else we have in here. I have some mutual bills in class. So they're talking about Israel. They say, that's what I want you to type up, chat. Let's see. I get mine as soon as I get registered here. Cosmon, 12 tribes of Israel. Damn right. That's 12 tribes of Israel, man. We're making it plain for you so you'll never forget these lessons. Clap it up for Cosmon. Let's clap it up. He's back right through for Cosmon. He said these 18 nations, man, and Russia has been in the news. These is one of the nations that United States, the white people, Edomites, Idumeans, always want to come and stick their little nose into something, man. And they said, and since they cut us off, now they're exercising their power again and saying, man, Russia, because we get ready to have these wars, man. That's what the Bible says, wars and rumors of wars. So Russia is called Magog in the Bible. Now he wants to come and have a fight. Tumultuous, man. So not tumultuous. But he just want to have a fight. This is the news that's happening now. Okay? And what I meant was this right here was aimed against us. These 18 nations are aimed against us. But Russia is in the news. It's one of those nations, man, that now they want to go attack another nation. That because Russia is who? Who is Russia? And these 18 nations, the Bible talks about this. Who are Russia? Who is Russia? That's just like, are they Indians? Are they East Indians? Are they Chinese, Japanese? I mean, what are they? What's Magog? What is that? What are they? And the Bible says that because it's Magog. Mawagog. So we call it, Magog is Magawag. So we want to say Magawag. Like that. So those nations, man. Magawag, mad, man. And Magawag, these people, well, who are they? Are they the same as the French? Who are they? Who is Russia? Magog. Gawag. Who are these Russian people that sit up here and want to go and attack everybody? You know, but that's what they're doing out there right now. They want to attack the Ukraine because the United States wants to include them in the United States territorial. And that's the same nation, of course, that attacked us here. But anyway, we're going to talk about the 18 nations that attacked the 12 tribes of Israel, of course. And Magawag was one of them, Russia. That's one of them. So that's one of the nations when they say, come, let's cut them off from being the nation of Israel, but have no more in remembrance. Then the Bible says this, 83 and 5, they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. You know, they consulted with one consent. Now, all these nations, all these 18 of them got together and said, look, man, we're going to consult together and we're going to cut this nation off from being a nation, because if they become a nation, man, they're strong. And the Kazimar said, the 12 tribes of Israel, he's right. Isupk, sir, if I may, they are damn right. So make your bills. Clap it up for sister right here. Submit your bills. She's exactly right. She's right. She say, if I may say, the sister say, the Russians are nothing mere more than damn Edomites. That's who they are. They're Edomites. You know, they try to hide themselves. They eat them. They're white people. She's right. Samitra's right. And so Magawag, that's Russia. It's just another form of Esau or Edom. There's just another form of them. They're just another people. That's all. It's just I'm sorry, not they're the same people. Let me back that up. It's just another one of their little nations, up under nation. But that's what Edom is. That's what Esau is. Russia. Okay. It says let us cut them off. So let's name some more of them. The tabernacles of Edom. That's the first one. Sumitra just said it. The tabernacles of Edom, man. Let's finish reading. Psalms 83. And the Ishmaelites. That's Ishmael. Ishmael. Who is Ishmael? Type it up in the chat. See if y'all get this one. Except before we go on further. Who is Ishmael? The Ishmaelites, because that's what it's saying. The Ishmaelites. Okay, so let's put that one on the board here. The Ishmaelites. Let me find that here. The Ishmaelites. Let's see. We might have them a little bit out of order. I just want to bring up some of these, show you. Ishmaelites. Who is Ishmael? I mean, who are they called today? The Ishmaelites. Ishmaelites. Who are they? Somebody tell me. See if you put your cap on. Ishmael. Ishmael. Who is that? Somebody got it typed up in there. Let's see. Somebody got it. Kazimar said they're Arabs. Salaki said, yeah, the Arabs. Look at it. Look at it. Brothers and sisters. Kazimar got it right. Sumitra Bill got it right. I'm pretty sure the rest of y'all got it right too. So let's clap it up for them. Ishmael. Those are the Arabs. You know, the Arabs. The Arabs were, let me write that on the board here. The Arabs, okay? All right, the Arabs. Yeah. The Arabs, Ishmael, you had Isaac. He had a brother named Isaac. And they come from Abraham. Abraham had two sons, Isaac and Ishmael. And Isaac and Ishmael, Ishmael, Isaac is the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what we, the progenitor of all of who we are. We are the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indian. But Ishmael is not. Okay? He's not. He's of the Arabs. Okay? And that's the problem. That's the problem right there. He wants to be joined over to it, but the Ishmael was pretty much kicked out of camp, man. They gave him princes, gave him a gift. The Most High gave him a gift. Gave him some water, some bread, and sent him on with his mother. Anybody? Let's see if y'all see how studious y'all are. Who was Ishmael's mother? It would have been Abraham's wife, but what was her name? See if y'all can do that. Just for fun. Who was Ishmael's wife? Let's put that one on the board. Y'all right, here's the Arabs. Who was Ishmael's wife? You know, Ishmael, because we'll erase these off and keep on going. Ishmael, who was Ishmael's wife? Because you got Shah. Who was Ishmael's wife? Ishmael's mother, I'm sorry. Yasha my Allah. Okay? See if y'all got that one. Okay, Sumitra say, Salakia, sir, if I may say Hagar. That's right. Hagar, exactly right. Hagar is Ishmael's mother. So let's clap it up for him. That's exactly right. Name is Hagar. That's Ishmael's mother. Now, Akaz and everybody else, UP Akaz, Shah, and Sumitra, who else is in the chat? If that was his mama, Hagar. Well, we'll put that. We'll stay right here because y'all, before we get to Hebrew on that, Hagar. That's who she was. That's his mama. That's Abraham's his wife. What nationality was she? Let's see if y'all can get that one. What nationality was she? What nationality was Hagar? That's why, because the Most High said, these people can't sit on the throne. You know, you got to be of the 12 tribes of Israel for him to make the progenitors of the whole tribe right there, man. And that's what the Most High did. That's what's his choosing. You know, you'll find out the Most High does what he wants to do. In Romans, I believe it's the 9th chapter. 9, 13, 14, somewhere down in there. Said, I can do what I want to do. That's the Most High, because he has the right to do that, because he has to, when you think about it, to preserve our nation, man. Hagar, that was Ishmael's mother. Okay? You know, the Arabs, that's Yasha Ma'Yala. Yasha Ma'Yala. Okay? That's how you, and if you break that down in Hebrew, you know, matter of fact, we'll break it down here in a second. I've already broke Russia, Magawag, you know, that's the people, they're Edom, they're white people. But Ishmael, man, they're Arabs. Okay, and we'll keep on breaking some of this stuff down because we want you guys to learn the 18 nations, okay? So, Hagar. What was I saying? What nationality was she? You know, who was this woman? Who was Hagar? That was actually Abraham's concubine, and it would have been Ishmael's mother. Okay? Let's see who's got this right. Kazimar say Egyptian. That's exactly right. She's Egyptian or Ethiopian, one or two, but that's close enough. I can't remember. I think she was Egyptian. Yeah. Clap it up. I ain't got time to look through it, but I believe you're about right. In other words, she was African. That's the whole point. Let's see. Let's look in the chat. Exactly right. Let's see here. Let's see who in the chat here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Good. Kazimar. Yeah. Sumitra. Okay. Yeah. She was Hagar. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back to Slocky for a second there. Okay. Yeah. Hagar. She was a Hamite. You know, so that's good. So you guys got that right. So Ishmael, you know, they have the princes and all of that, man. You know, the Arabs, they're the Arab nation, but they couldn't be part of Israel, man. So the Most High sent him on his way because the bloodline goes to Abraham, Isaac, then Jacob, not Ishmael. Ishmael were Arabs or Yashama'ila. So let's write that out. Let's write Yashama'ila out. Let's see how that's spelled. Let's see here. Before we erase it off the board here. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if I got, yeah, we're gonna write it. In Hebrew is written, by the way, from right to left. So, in other words, right to left. So sometimes, I have to turn some of these words around, like Yasha Ma'ala, I'm gonna start over here to the right and right to the left. So Yasha Ma'ala, okay? And that's what we'll do. That's exactly right. 18 nations. Okay. All right. So we're going to say Ya, Yasha, my. Okay. And we're going to have this right here. We're going to put a connector right there. And we're going to say Ah, like that, and then La. Okay? So in other words, let's see how this is spelled. Ishmael, Arabs, Yashama'ila. Okay? Ya, Sha. Then we're going to have to put a connector here because we want my. We want this to be under the same sound. So we say my. Then we're going to say Ah, La. They're going to be independent connectors. And that's how Hebrew works. Remember, from week to week, we show the connectors. Because we're doing the ancient Hebrew right here. Then I'll do some of these in Assyrian Hebrew, just for the sake of time's sake, through the class of 18 nations. I know I won't get rid of all of them if I did everything. Okay? So let's go over this again. 18 nations. Ha, Shamona, Asherah, Gawayah. Okay, that means the 18 nations, man. Okay, Edom, Russia. They're in the news right now. Magog. No, they want to invade Ukraine. They all living there together in a cold climate. In the United States, Edom. They're all the same brothers. They're the same nations that came through in Psalms 83 wanted to take us over. So, Magawag, those are the Russians. That Kremlin and all them wild Russians. They ain't nobody Edomites. That's the point. Okay, so we break it down. Magawag. Ma-ga-wag. And we do an independent connector. Then we say wa and ga. So we got to make that like wag. Or in other words, right here. We want all that sound. We want all that sound to be one dependent connector. And then we get down here to reiterate again before we erase it off the board. Ishmael. He's Arabs. He's not of our nation. But that's where they have all the princes over there in the Saudi Arabia and all those places. That's Ishmael. That's his little reward. Most High gave him a little reward, but he didn't. He's not one of the 12 tribes of Israel. He's not a chosen nation. He just gave them a gift. That's all that is. So understand that. Let's see what we got tapping in the chat right here. See what we got in here. Yeah, Ratazak, glad to have you checking in. Khan, I see. Dimitri, okay, yeah, that's right, sis. You understand, right? Good. Have Ratazak checking in the chat. What was that? Ishmael, his mother name was Hagar. That was Abraham's wife. But she couldn't sit on no throne. It was just a concubine, man. Said took her and sent him, gave him a lunch. We read this in the Sabbath service. Gave him a lunch and said, on your way. That's good. That's fine. Anyway, Yasha Ma'ala. That's how you would say his name. Ishmael. Yasha Ma'ala. Yasha Ma'ala. Okay, there it is. Yasha Ma'ala. That's how you would do that. Okay, so understand. So understand when you're doing the ancient. We got two of them so far, and we'll erase off just so we won't have to write all over the board. Have the center of the board, nice pretty picture right up in here, just so you'll understand. Edom is the white man. And one of his nations, one of his little cubby holes down there came from the Caucasus Mountains. One of them was Russia, called Magog. Ishmael, they're the Arabs. Although he came from Abraham, that's one of his sons, he is not one of the chosen. So understand that, okay? So let's erase that. Let's go ahead and erase that one off the board there. Okay? Now, all right? Understand that one. Now we'll get to some more nations up in here real quick. Real soon here. Okay. All right. So let's put another set of nations up in here. So far, I'm glad you understand, Demetri, that's what we're trying to do, is show everybody what the 18 nations are, man, and how they fit, and how in Psalms 83, you know, they cut us off, man, from being, they wanted to cut us off from being a nation, and we're showing you what those nations are. Okay? Here's one. Let's do this one. Let's do India. India. India is called Elam. 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 You know, that's so that in the Bible, you know, and when you see it in the Bible, it'll be called Iwalam. It'll look like this. Let's make sure I get that right. Ayalam. Slakia. Ayalam. Okay? Ayalam. Ya. Then we'll have La. And then we'll have an M. Okay? So we have as a matter of fact, let's see if you guys can give you guys a little test right here on Ayalam. India, Elam, Ayalam. Okay, that's how he says his name. So let's do some Hebrew connectors here. Let's see, you guys put your caps on here. Let's see if you can remember. We're gonna do Ayalam. And I want to tell me which one of these Hebrew connectors is correct. Y'all put your thinking caps on there for a second, okay? The one in the blue right there. Let's do one in black. Well, no, that's too close to the same color. So let's do one because let's see. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do it. We're gonna say I, and we're gonna do this one. Which one of these is correct? Well, we have to do that one in black. Lock it. Okay. Awalam or is Awalam? Which one? Which one of these Hebrew connectors is the right? One in the black or the one in the blue? You know, we've gone on this from week to week. When we talk about India, man, those are the people that put the little dot on their head, wear a little turban around their head with no enclosure in the middle, you know, for the most part, you know. But anyway, you know, these are the ones that one of the other nations from let's see, Japheth. Sorry, Slaki. That Ham, Shem, and Japheth. They're not Ham and they're not Shem, but they're Japheth. India is, and of course, the white man is Edom. He's our brother there in the womb, you know. And then Ishmael is Shemitic. But these right here, India, these people here, these are the ones that want to cut us off from being a nation too. Let's see who we got in the chat over here. But we have blue and the black. Which one of those is right as far as the Hebrew connection is concerned? Cosmo, he says one in the black. We'll give y'all guys a few more seconds. Which one's correct? All right. I'm glad you guys can see the differentiation of the colors there. Which ones y'all saying is different? That you can, as far as the Hebrew connectors, because the connector, and we're using paleo here, right here. I may do this one in the ancient. I mean in the Assyrian also. But which one of these is correct? So far, Cosmar said the one in the black. Okay? He says the one in the black. All right? Which one is right? Which one of those is right? I will We'll give you guys 10 more seconds right there. Y'all see. Tell me if he's right or wrong. All right? I will Anybody else left in the chat? No. Okay. Anyway, I will So he says the one in the black, so let's clap it up for him. Exactly right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The one in the black is correct because the one in the blue says ayah and then lam. So it's putting like two, it's trying, the one in the blue is trying to put I, and Yah together, and it doesn't do that. It's separate, I, then Yah. So you don't need the one in the blue. So we're definitely going to go with the one in the black. Okay, why? Because I, independent connector, Yah, which is this right here, this Y and the A, that's Yah. That's the independent connector, all right? Just like that. Yah. Then, of course, lam, la, and the ma. You want to put that together. Okay, you want to put all that together. You want to. That's what you want to do. Okay, so let's do this also, and let's do this in the Assyrian. See if you guys remember anything on that one. Okay, so in Assyrian it says like this. I, then we have Yah. Well, not like that. Let's do this better. Okay? Like that. That's much better. Okay? Yah. And then we'll have La. Like that. And then we have something special over here. What is that? Is that right? That's special character. That's how you would do it. What do you call this, guys? Because this little M on here. Now, normally, let's break it down a little better. Normally, the M, this M right here, over here, would normally look like this. So why did I change it to this little? Why did I change it to this little square right here? So it is something going on there. This is the Assyrian Hebrew right here. And it's not, and I didn't use this M right here. That's an M in the Hebrew, in the Assyrian Hebrew. That M right there, that's the same thing as that. I use this little square. Why? Why did I do that? Type it up in the chat. Tell me, in Assyrian Hebrew, the Hebrew that we were actually called Assyria. We'll put that nation down next. The Assyrians had us in captivity, and they gave us these symbols here. Matter of fact, I do this. Asher. You know, we'll do that one next here. Let's see. Let's see if Kazimar, if you got that down. Yeah, because it is an ending character. Damn right. Clap it up for Kazamar. It's an ending character. Exactly right. Kazamar, because he said, because that is an ending character. You have to treat them special. How many ending characters do we have in the chat there? Type it up. Type it up. How many ending characters do we have? It's right over here. How many? Tell me. I don't got to know which ones they are. Just tell me. I mean, we got. There's one of them. So how many are there? Tell me about it. How many ending characters are there? How many ending characters are there? Type it up in the chat. Tell me. How many ending characters are there? How many ending characters are there? Because you're right. That ending character is one of the ending characters. Because when you're doing when you're doing words like that ends in one of the ending characters, somebody put it down here. Let's see. Somebody from the Rebecca Porter says the vast check. I have no what that is. Vast F check. I don't know, but who's identify yourself, Rebecca? Who are you? Tell me who you are. I don't know what that is. Okay? But anyway, there are 5. There are 5 ending characters in the Assyrian language, okay? In other words, there are 5 of them. Like this. There are 5. And you would do the ka, the ma, this is the ma. You would do the nad, you would do the pa, and the tazah. All of those are ending characters, okay? Those are ending characters in Hebrew, and then of course the Kazamar recognized one of them, and there he was. All right. So that's how you write that. Okay. I will India. Give you guys a chance to write that one down in your book. Okay. All right. All right. Now we'll write down another one here. Let's do Assyria, where this language, or where our Assyrian Hebrew language came from. Let's do that. Okay. See if you guys got your hands on straight there. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do Assyria. That would be Assyria. Let's see. Let's do Assyria. Here's another nation right here. It's one of these nations, like I said, in Psalms 83, we're continuing on with the 18 nations that wanted to make a tumult against us, man. You know. And so that we wouldn't be a war against us, put us down, so we wouldn't be a nation. You know, and that's what we're describing here, the 18 nations over here. That's what we're describing. So Assyria is one of them. And here's another one. We'll call it Ashur. Ashur. See here, we got there we go. Ashur. Like that. In Assyrian, I mean, that's where we get our Assyrian language from. from the Hebrew. Like we use the same characters. There are 22 characters, but there are 5 more, making it 27 Assyrian characters that they use with the same sounds that we have in the ancient Hebrew. Same sounds. They just have a different way of configuring those sounds to make them look like the different pictures that they want them to look like. And that's why we have the Hebrew chart, so we can make that a little better. But they, in the old ancient Hebrew, you know, when we say Abba Gada Hawazaka Tayakalamarasa Aikataza Kwarashata, it's the same thing in the Assyrian Hebrew. And that's these Assyrian people right here, you know, gave us their pictures, showed us what they wanted it to look like. And that's we're in captivity, you know, this is one of the 18 nations that sought to, out of Psalms 83, sought to make us a nation with no hope, man, so that we'll be a nation hidden. And that's what we are right now. We're hidden. And then, you know, people are like out on the street, especially up in these Christian churches, man. They don't even know this. They even knew this little information right here. It may prompt them. It will if they read it. Tune into our class. That's what we're asking you under command of General Yohana and Isupk, International School of Practical Knowledge, to get in here and learn your Hebrew name, learn your characters, learn who you are as a nation. So that when you see names in the Bible that says Ashur, you'll understand what that means. It means Assyria. So you'll understand. You'll see when you see the nations, and when you'll understand, oh, okay, then who am I? If you're not part of one of these nations, look, if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, then you're not part of these right here. You're the Israelites, except for the nation of Israel, of course. That's one of our nation. I mean, that's 12 tribes under that nation there. And that's, of course, but all the rest of the nations, all the rest of 18 nations, they're all heathen nations. If you're not 12 tribes of Israel, then you are a heathen nation. It's really simple as that, really. It's not hard to understand that. That Bible belongs to us, man. So when it stops at Syria, when they get in here and put all their stuff, all their little lands where they live and all of that, the Most High is going to rectify all that in a little while here. Okay? So Assyria, Ashur, Ashur, you know. So, you know, we'll say Ashur. We say let's put it over here. We'll say war. Ashur. Okay? All right? And that looks like this. What does that look like? It looks like like this. Shah Wa. Asha War. That's what that looks like in the ancient Hebrew. So let's concentrate on that one here. We'll give you another exercise here. We're going to give you an exercise of finding out which one of these is correct. So we'll do in black first. But tell me. You tell me which one is correct. Or we'll do one in, let's see, we'll do another color here. We'll do one in green. Okay? There we go. Now, Hebrew connectors. Now we got a lesson in Hebrew connectors right now. Okay? So, yeah, that's right, Sumitra. She said 5. Let's clap. I forgot. I didn't see it in the chat. We'll clap it up for Sumitra. She said there are 5 Hebrew ending characters. And she's right over here in the Syrian Hebrew, the Hebrew ending characters. All right? She's exactly right, Sumitra. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right here. Okay? Which one of these connectors Which one of these connectors, exercises here, is correct? You know, the one in the black or the blue. I mean, you know, you said when you say, remember, you got Assyria, and the Bible is called Ashur. I mean, it's Ashur, but you got to spell it in Hebrew. It's Ashur, and that's what you'll see in the Bible. You know, when you see Ashur, then you break it down, it's Ashur. Then you figure out that that is actually Ashur, and Ashur is actually the Assyrians. That's how it's done, okay? So, tell me, which one is correct in the Bible? The black or the green? Y'all take your time. Which one is correct? Which one of these is correct? One in the black or the green when we're talking about Ashur? Which one would be correct? You know, take your time. I know you drinking your yarn and your wine. I mean, in your water, coffee. It's Friday night, man. You just got off a hard week slave. I got it. I understand. You know, we're talking about Ashur when we're doing the Hebrew connectors here in the ancient connectors. Because, you know, Assyrian doesn't have. And then we'll write the Assyrian here, of course. We'll show you. Because since we're on the nation of Assyria, that's one of the nations. Matter of fact, let me get out of the way. We're the nation of Assyria. You can see it right here. Ashur, Ashur. You can see, I mean, we're going to try it first in the ancient Hebrew language. And that's what that is, man. That's the original mother tongue that the Most High gave us. And it has connected. So which one is the right? The one in the black or the one in the green? Which combination is correct right there? One in the black or the green? Tell me. You tell me which one. Okay? Give you guys a few more seconds there because I know you're busy. Busy thinking. Which one is correct? Let's see. Look like somebody got an answer up in there. We're going to find out in a second. Let's see. Let's find out who got that answer here. Let's see here. Let me go over here. Kazamar says, he says the one in the green. Kazamar says the one in the green. All right, we'll wait a few more seconds and see what everybody does. He says the one down here. He's saying because he's been doing these connectors, man. He's caught up with things here. He understands. So go ahead. Y'all pick one. I mean, you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right anyway. When you participate in class, what you're doing is sharpening your skills. I mean, I'm not interested in right or wrong. I'm going to correct it anyway as best of my ability. But when you have a word like Ashur, which one is correct? The one in the black connectors or the one in the green? One of our troopers says the one in the green. So let's see if he's right. Okay. Shah, Sumitra, Ratazah. Okay. I'll give you a few more seconds here. All right. A few more seconds here before I go ahead and give the answer out. Okay, so let's clap it up for the brother. He said the one in the green. Let's clap it up for him because he's exactly right. Because you wouldn't want to say Shaw R. Nah, you don't want that one. So let's get rid of it. We don't need that one, of course. Let's get rid of that one. We definitely don't need that one. What's my address here? Salaki. We don't need that one. We need man. There we go. Okay. Okay? Now, but the one in the green is more is correct. And why is it correct? Because when you're saying Ashawar, it helps you. It helps you. So when you read the Tanakh, to understand how these words are put together. So we say that is an A in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew. And then you say Shah. Shah. Then you say Wa. Okay, so we say, and then of course you have Ra. So you say by itself. Let's break it down. So let's right up under here. We say then we say Shah. Okay. Now these are words. These are sounds because they are actual Hebrew characters. And the Shah. They mean something, man, and they're where they are. That is an right there. That's a Shah. Shah. But when you get to war, you want to put all that together. So war. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Well, that means in Hebrew you put a U under it. That means you join them. As simple as that. Ashawar. Okay? So we'll let that marinate there for a second. Now let's put this in Assyrian. Let's go ahead and put it in Assyrian for the sake of putting it in Assyrian. Okay? So we say that's an A in the ancient Hebrew. In the in the Syrian Hebrew, then of course we say Shah. It almost looked like the Shah right here. Almost. It looked like W's. When that W look is actually a sound called Shah. And then of course you have Shah, and of course you want to have what you call a Wa. That's right here. That's Wa. Okay? Then of course you want to have an R. And of course your R right here, you gotta come over here and look like this. Like that. Sort of like that. I can do better than that. Like that. Sort of like a little curl up top. Okay? So Ashawar. And there's no special characters, so the word says stand on its own like that. That's it. So we'll move on to the next one, but that's how you write the Assyrian, Ashawar, okay? So that's how we write that. So we'll move on to the next one. Where we at here? Okay. Let's move. We're still working on these 18 nations, man. These nations that would dare come up and say, cut us off from being a nation. And that's what we're working on, these 18 nations. We're working on them, show you. Yeah, okay. Let's see, we got another one here. It's 18 of them, so you. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here in the 18 nations. We got another one called. Now that was Syria. Now we have Syria. Okay. Now we have one called Syria. Syria. It's another nation. All these nations, man, and they are Aram, like the Syrians. Another with the swords and turban hats and magic carpet rides, and that's what it reminds me of anyway. But they're called in the Bible. They're one of the nations that want to cut us off. They're called Aram. Aram, like that. You know, one of the boxing promoters' name was Bob Arum. He's Syrian. I imagine he was Syrian. But you get all these sheiks and things like that with these tweed carpets, and it's come from Syria. Okay, that's what nation that is. Okay, the Syrians, Aram. Okay, so let's finish him up. Aram, and in the Bible it is called Aram, right here. Aram. Okay, like that. All right. Let's go to another one. We won't get into that one real quick right now. The breakdown. Let's go this. Let me show you who is this. Tell me who these people are right here. Tell me who these people are right here. When I say Moab, somebody type up in chat, who is Moab? Who is that? That's one of the nations too. You know, type it up in the chat. Who is Moab? Salaki. Yeah. Who is Moab? That's one of the 18 nations that say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. That's one of these nations here, man. Who is Moab? Somebody tell me. Type it up in the chat. Who is Moab? Somebody type it up in the chat for me. Who is Moab? Okay, let's see. Somebody got it? Of course, we call him Mawab. Abba. Okay. All right, let's see who we got here. Sumitra. Salaki, sir, if I may say the Chinese. Yeah. Clap it up for sister. Sumitra say the Chinese. That's exactly right. And that's who are the Chinese. Now let's break this Chinese thing down here a little bit. Mawa Abba. Who is the Chinese? Where they come from? I mean, somebody, let's put you. They're the Chinese, right? You're exactly right. But, you know, they got some, I'll give you a hint. They got some, there. I'll give you a hint. They got a brother with them. So who is Moab? Where'd they come from? You know, how'd they get here? Y'all take your time. Type up chat. But sister, you're right. Exactly right. Exactly right. When you said the Chinese, that's Moab. The Chinese. You know, the ones with them slanted eyes, man. They had the nerve to come and say, "Hey, man, we're gonna take over this. We're gonna make y'all forget who y'all are. The nation that the name of Israel be no more." The Bible says in Psalms 83. That's one of these 18 nations here, man. So Moab, where they come from? You know, and as a matter of fact, let me type here. Let me type their brother. That may help you here. I want y'all to tell me in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll type their brother. Their brother was Ammon. But who are those people? Where they come from? Take your time. I'll give you a hint. I'll say Sodom and Gomorrah. I'll give you a hint. Sodom and Gomorrah. So what man did they come from? They had to come from a man. You know, of course, they were birthed by a woman, but the seed has to come from a man to make that nation. So what seed made these two nations right here? Moab and Ammon. What happened there? You know, so So, and who are they? And who is Ammon called? We know Chinese and Moab. I'm asking a few things. All right, I'll tell you what. Who is Ammon? Let's go that far. Let's go there. Who is Ammon? I'm still trying to find who is Ammon, and I'm trying to find out, what seed produced these. I mean, come on, it's Mawa Abba. That's who Chinese are. But who is let's see. Ammon is Imawan. We'll type that one up. Imawan. Imawan. Who is Imawan? That is Ammon. So who are they? Kaz, Shah, Sumitra Bills, whoever's typed up in the chat right there. We know the Chinese is represented as Moab. Okay? That's who they are. Mawa Abba. And Ammon is Imawan. And who is Ammon? Let's get there first. Oh, okay. Somebody's got an answer over there for me. Somebody got an answer. All right, let's go. Let's find out here. Sumitra say, if I may say, the Japanese. You all right with that, Akal? She said the Japanese. Akal say the Japanese. Now, wait, okay, oh, yeah. So Sumitra said the Chinese for, that's right. She said the Chinese for that one. So Akal say the Japanese for Ammon. You all right with that, Sumitra? Is that correct? Tell me. Just come with it. He says the Ammonites are Japanese people. And no, you got the first one over here, Chinese and Moab. So Ammon, Kazamar trooper say they the Japanese people. And then so is that right? Let's type it up in the chat. Let's make sure. Let's find out. Tell me, is the Kazamar right over there? Kanado Khan, sir. Let's clap it up for both of them. They deserve that right there. Exactly right. I can put them hand claps in the chat if you want to. They deserve that. Exactly right. Because the Chinese and Moab, Mawa Abba. Okay? And Ammon is the Japanese. Exactly right. Them slant-eyed people had the nerve, let's type them up here, Japanese, or Japan, I'll just say Japan, or Japan. Let's see, now I might put Japanese up, let's see. So I got enough room here, yeah. We'll just put, we can put Japanese up there, ain't no hurt nothing. Because they are Japan people. All right, here's another question I asked you, since y'all get in the chat over there. What is their daddy name? I mean, this way, when you learn this way, you won't forget, because I'm not just writing on the board, you're answering the questions, man. That's how you learn. That's how you told me Chinese. Both of y'all said Chinese, Moab, man. Mawaba. All right. Well, who are the Japanese? Oh, y'all said it's Ammon. Exactly right. Okay. So, tell me, what's their daddy? I'm giving you a hint. Sodom and Gomorrah. His wife was turned into a pillar of salt. So who is the progenitor of the Chinese and the Japanese? That's what I'm really asking. In other words, what was the daddy? Who was the daddy? That's what I'm asking you. Who was their dad, man? That's what I'm asking. Who was the daddy of these people? Tell me about it. Sumitra say, sir, if I may say, is Lot their father? You can say that. When you say a Kazamar, you say yes or no. Sumitra say Lot. Sumitra says Lot. She says Lot. Kazamar. So We'll give you 10 more seconds here. You know, is it yes or no? Demetra says that the Chinese, these slant-eyed people here, and these slant-eyed people, two slant-eyed people, Moab and Ammon, Mawabah and Imawan. See, we're learning here the 18 nations, and that you won't forget this lesson once you put it down. You will not forget this lesson here. So when we say, Salaki, if I may, sir, that's right, the slant-eyed people. She said, Salaki, sir, if I may say, is Lot their father? That's what she's saying. Okay? And she's exactly right. So let's clap it up for her. Lot. Clap it up. Lot is the progenitor of the Chinese. As a matter of fact, his daughter slept with Lot, and they produced the Moab and Ammonites people. That's why they look the way they do. Okay, you get unmistakable, man. So, and it's Lot, L-O-T, L-O-T. We'll just use one T, Demetra, but I'll accept it. I mean, Lot. Okay, Lot was their daddy. Lot is their daddy. That produced all those nations over there with slant eyes. As a matter of fact, everywhere you see, you got Chinese, you got not Filipino, that's Jacob people. You see people from Vietnam and all them, I believe. That's, let's see, all these other nations with slant eyes and this. They look, can't hardly name them all, really. But Indonesia and all those places, Lot is their dad because their mama was turned into a pillar of salt. And so they want to further their nation through their dad, and they did an incest. That's called incest, man. You don't do stuff like that, but that's what they did. Got him drunk and had sex with their dad, Lot. And Lot, that was I think his dad was Nahor because that was Abraham's brother, Nahor. And he became the progenitor of the Chinese and Solana Japanese. As simple as that. Let's see who somebody's got some type in the chat here. Salaki, sir, if I may say, before Lot's daughters did that, would Lot have been able to come into the kingdom? No, he's not. Lot, I'll answer that question right there. He's not of the seed of Abraham. He's of the seed of his daddy Nahor. So he's not of the seed of Abraham. The Bible says, in Abraham shall thy seed be called. That's the answer to that question. I mean, if I have to dig the text up. But that's what it is, Demetra, so I hope you understand that. No, he's not. Well, when I say come into the kingdom, a lot of nations are going to come to the kingdom and serve under us. But if you're saying if he's part of the 12th tribe of Israel, the Bible makes it an explicit understanding and breakdown that Lot that's Abraham's nephew. The Bible says Abraham. He's very specific about it. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what, and Jacob had the 12th tribe of Israel. So Lot is not included in that Demetra bill. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find that for you. Let me see if I can find that for you here. So since you said that, that's a very good, studious question right there. As a matter of fact, Demetra, I got the answer here. If I can find that text there, let me see. Okay, here it is right. Genesis 21:12. Bondwoman, Sarah, hearkened to her, and Isaac. Yeah, it says right here. Here's a few texts right in Genesis 21:12. It says this. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous with thy sight because of the lad and because of the bondwoman. He's talking about another situation here with the and all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto thy voice for Isaac. See, it stops it right. Isaac. Abraham had his son, Isaac. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So Lot's not in that. He's not in. Let's read another one here. He says right here, and the Lord appeared unto him in the same night and said, I am God of Abraham, the father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and I will bless thee and multiply thy seed for the servant Abraham's sake. I mean, you can go on and on in here, but it starts with Isaac. Lot is not in there. That's Abraham's nephew. As a matter of fact, Psalms 105 and 6. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, have been chosen. But Israel, here's Isaiah 41 and 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant. Jacob, see, Abraham, Isaac, then Jacob, whom I have chosen, and Isaac. So Lot is not part of them. That's, matter of fact, let me look that up right here, real quick here. Let's see here. Here, I'll find it right here. Okay. And it came to pass after these, Genesis 20, 22 and 20, these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor. So that's Abraham's brother. And Bethuel begat Rebekah. These 8 Michal did bear Nahor, Abraham's brother. So Abraham's brother, that's what Lot came from, Abraham's brother. Okay? If you look on the chart of things right there. As a matter of fact, let's look, son of Nahor, Abraham, and God of Abraham, and God of Nahor, of their father, judge between two. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can find one more, Sumitra. Hope you're with me there. That's a good question. Why was she saved? Because Lot was found doing, Abraham wanted to find one man, and Lot was that one person that was appeared to be doing what Abraham had asked and required of the Lord. He said, is that somebody? Let's see. Lot, brother's good. Took Lot, okay, here. Well, anyway, let's go to Genesis 14 and 12. And they took Lot, Abraham's brother's son, okay, and dwelt in Sodom and its goods and departed. That's what Lot is. Now let's get back to what's some more questions here. Okay, Slaka, sir, if I may, Lot. Okay, Slaka, sir, if I may, before Lot's daughters did that what Lot have been able to get in the kingdom. Okay, let's see. Get something fresh over here on the screen. See what you were saying here. Okay, good. You got it. Slaki, if I may, then only one reason why he was saved from Sodom, and because he was Abraham's nephew. Yeah, I mean, Abraham was looking for, said, Lord, if you just save him for this many men finally got out of one. So the angel came to Lot and told him to get out of there. Okay, so because the Most High reserves the right to do what he needs to do, and Lot was not in the scheme of things for being one of the 12 tribes of Israel. He was the son. I just read it here. Okay, yeah, you understand. As a matter of fact, I'll read it again. I'll read it one more time here. As many times you want, Sumitra. Okay, look, here you go. Here. It says this. Show Lot, blah, 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 blah. I think I just read it here. Because Lot was Abraham's nephew. That's what it was. But it's not the bloodline that he came. That was his bloodline, but he's not the seed that the Most High chose. The Most High didn't choose Lot as part of that seed, because that was his brother Nahor, as his nephew. Only his son, Isaac. And Isaac shall thy seed be called. I think we had that one. Man, let's bring that text up. I think I have that one. Let's find that one right here. Let's find that text there. And that'll nail it there. Here, it says Genesis 17:28. But my covenant, and Sumitra, and everybody else in the chat, a covenant is a promise. The Most High says, my covenant will I establish with who? Isaac, not Lot. Okay? He's going to go from Abraham and then Isaac. My covenant, Isaac was the seed that Abraham produced, okay? But my covenant, or my promise, will I establish to Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee the set time next year. Abraham called his name, and his son was born to him, Isaac, okay? So Isaac is the one. That's the progenitor. That's how we got here, man. Okay? Not Lot. All right? But thou shalt go into the country of Kansas, take a wife. Yeah, okay? So if you understand, I believe you did. That's what you were saying. So I hope that you do understand. But the Chinese and Japanese of Lot, and the Most High sparing Lot enough to get out of there, and then of course his daughters and him produced the Chinese and Japanese. That's just the Most High wrote it down, so we'll know how that happened. That's all. Okay? That's how that works. All right. So if that's the case, we'll move on. Glad you brought that question up. That was a very good question for us, Sumitra, and I appreciate that. Let's clap it up in the chat. She's exactly right. That's a very studious question. Because and all y'all, that's a good question, okay? And that's how you learn. But remember, it's Abraham, Isaac, then Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, not Lot. Okay? That's how the Most High works. All right? All right, let's see here. We're going to move on to another nation here. You know, that's a good, and I'm glad you're thinking like that, because that lets me know you're thinking. It lets me know that you're thinking. Okay? And I'm going to answer to the best of my ability. And I hope I answered your question. And there's some more text in there to show you the Most High bless and curse who he wants to curse and do what he wants to do, you know, to make things come out right. But that's the Most High. That's not our choice, you know. But that's what we're here. We're here to show you what the 18 nations are. Sometimes questions come out like that. Okay? So let's move on to the next one. Any more questions in the chat? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm Awad. Glad to have you checking in here. Okay. That's very good. Glad to have you checking in, Officer Sumitra. You keep bringing up questions like that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why we're here. Because his nephew, you read that story down in there, you'll find out that the Lord, he shows you, he had to show you how these people got on this earth. And that's what he did. And that's how the Most High works. Okay? All right, let's see. Thank you for the clarification. Absolutely, sis. That's what we're here for. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Let's see here. Where we at here? Let's get to the, of course, we have Israel. You know, let's get to one of these Hamite nations. You know, Slovakia. One of these Hamite nations. Let's say the Ethiopians, man. Ethiopians. Like that, okay? Ethiopians. It's a lot. Yeah. Okay, Ethiopians. All right? The Ethiopians, man, I want you guys to tell me, who are the Ethiopians? That's Cush, Okay? Or the Ethiopians you call them. Of course, you want to call them Yashar Allah. Don't get that confused now. Who are these Ethiopians? Tell me, where do they come from? They come from Ham, Shem, or Japheth. I said Jam. Where do they come from? Ethiopians. Okay. Of course, we have Egyptians. Okay. I want y'all to tell me where they come from. Egyptians, we call them Mizraim, Mizoram. Okay. All right. Mizraim. Of course, we call them Matazarian. Matazar Yum. Matazar Yum. All right. Now, we got Ethiopians and Egyptians. As a matter of fact, let's see. I want y'all, let's do another one. We have put and we'll make sure we get these in. Okay, somebody got an answer for me already up there. I want to know put, and then we have Canaan. Boy, I got these all in the wrong place, don't I? Let's put it over here. Put, and then Canaan. Okay? All right, there we go. Where did they come from? Ham, Shem, or Japheth? Which one of these tribes did they come from? You know, you have, I'm going to write down all these tribes. They have something similar in common here. That's what I want you guys to understand here. This one is, of course, we know North Africa. And South Africa, Canaan. All right, let's see. We got that down on the board here. Let's see. Kazimar, he said Ham. All right, Dimitri, you okay with that? Is that right? Kazimar say these are tribes of Ham. Let's write that down. These are Ham people. You know, them Ham people, the ones that, wicked, nasty, man. These Ham. We're not the same people as Ham. That's the whole point, you know. And as a matter of fact, if you see that, what are we? Are we Ham, Shem, or Japheth? Which one? We damn sure ain't Ham. That's the point. You got, because we got the same brown skin, man. Look, and a different black, different light brown and all colors. Okay. Dimitri said, yeah, from Ham. So let's clap it up. Trooper says Ham. We got a sister says Ham. So they're right. Ham. These are African nations, man. The Ethiopians, that's like I think it was who was that? Haile Selassie. Did I have that right? No. The Egyptians were more Haile Selassie. The Ethiopians, Ethiopians were Haile Selassie. The Egyptians were more like some of them pharaohs they had back then, you know. Okay, and North Africa, you have Put. That's over there. Gaddafi, he's dead now. That sort of people. And then South Africa, you have the Canaanites. You know, you have Idi Amin and all them people. And once they used to live all the way up in Israel, because we had the land of Canaan, man. We fought against them all the time. You know, those are the Hamites. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Those are the Hamites. To let you know, they're Africans. So, matter of fact, let's put their name down. Their actually biblical name down there also, so you can write it in your notes, okay? So you guys can have that. Matazarium, Pawat, and Kana'ain. Pawat, like that, and na, like this. Then you have Ein. Okay, that's what that is. All right, and those are the nations. Those are all you have. I want to make sure I get them through tonight, because you know there are a few more left, but at least I want to get them done. And all we got the white nations. You know, any other nation. We'll get to that in a second here. The white nations, Esau, and all of them. These are all the people. So our people need to know. Our people need to know who the nations are that want to cut us off, man. And that's what this is, you know. Okay, them Japanese, that's Lot, slant-eyed people, Chinese, you know, all those people, man. All those people say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Okay? You know, that's what those nations are. As a matter of fact, you have some more. You have Tyre, the Phoenician people, Philistines, Egyptian people. That's what we saw right here. The Hamite. Gabal the Ball was just some region along the, I think it was the Jordan River, the south part where the Edomites lived. You know, we'll get to the Edomite. That'll be one of the last ones we do here tonight. But anyway, Egyptians, Cush, Yasharallah. Okay? Egyptians, that's another one of these Hamite nations. They want to take a cow and put their head up under the cow and let them piss all over. So lucky for the English, some of the sisters over there, you know, I understand. Hey, listen, all I'm saying, the Egyptians, man, these people, man, they some wicked people. That's the ones in the Bible where the Bible, the Most High, did some special things, man, and some curses there. And we all we got curses too. But you know, these people right here was so wicked, man. You know, want to see their father nakedness. The Egyptians, Mizraim, Matazarium. Okay. Then we have North Africa, like I said, Put. Okay. Pawat. You'll see that in the Bible as Pawat. And these are the like biblical names right here. When you see it, Canaan. Okay? Kana'ain. Pawat, Matazari, and Yasharal. Put and Canaan. Okay? So y'all write that down and then we'll move on to one of the last ones here. Because we dwell on that for a second. Ah, boy. Okay. And if you ain't got no question on that, then we'll let that for a few seconds so as you write it down. But anyway, these nations right here, man, there was a strong presence up there, and when we were fighting in the land of Canaan or Canaan, the South Africans, like I said, were way up there, and all these nations here, man, the inhabitants were overwhelming, you would think, but we had the Ark of the Covenant. You know, that's what we had on our side. We had the laws of the Most High. You know, and that's what we kept. And so we were able to defeat the 18 nations. We were able to defeat them back in the days. But then now the Bible says, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. And that's the Psalms 83 that we read. These nations here cut us off when now we're in captivity right now. So we're no kin to these Hamites right here. See, that's what I wanted you guys to know, okay? We're no kin to these people, all right? Absolutely no kin. Okay? We'll get to some of these Edomite nations because I know you guys want to, well, anyway, I mean, I know you know who some of them are, but I mean, you know, we'll get to some of these because I know the Edomites, they're always trying to hide, so you won't know who they are, you know? That's the thing. Okay? All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to one of our, let's see what we're gonna have here. We're almost done here. We did Russia already. Let's do this one right here. Let's do a nation called Greece, or Greek. You know, our people had found their way over there, and we started speaking Greek. You know, that's what Hellenistic means. Greek-speaking Jews, and this is the place where they were right here. Greek or Greece. Let's choose another. Okay, slot. There we go. Okay, the Greeks. All right. And the Germans. Now, and I want you all to tell me, while I'm writing on the board, what nations are these, man? What they got in common? I know y'all got an answer for me. I might have already said it there. The Greeks, the Germans, man. Tell me what these are. Who are these people? You know, Spain. Then the Italies, or Italy. Who are these people, man? Who are these people? Y'all type up in the chat. What these people got in common right here? Greek, they are all what? They're the same what? The Greek, the German, the Spain, and Italy. Who are they, man? Where they come from? You know. Because like I said, we already named Russia. As a matter of fact, let's don't miss one here. We got the French. We got the French folk. Who are these people, man? Type it up in the chat. Tell me who these people are. Because the French, those are Gomer. That's Gomer, okay? And in the Bible, we're going to call it Gamar. You know, I didn't do the Hebrew to some of these, so we'd never get finished if I did them. I tried that one class and it didn't work all of a sudden. Let's see. Samitra Gasalaki, sir, if I may say, they are all family. Okay, and what family is that? You're exactly right. Exactly right. So what are they? What are they? They're all family, yeah. What family they come from? Who are they? Tell me about it. Come on, Kyle, help out. Come on. Come on, Samitra, you got the answer. They're all one family. Exactly right. They're all one family, man. We did Russia, and then we did Greek, Javan. Javan. Yep, that's right. You're right. They're all one family. Tell me, what family are they? Damn right about that. They are one family. Yawan. Yeah, I remember some of these here. Because when the Bible, you know, you see them as these names right here. Right there. Okay? Y'all type in chat. Tell me what they are. And of course, these right here. These fools. This ah. So get this spell right here. Ah. Ash. Ash. Ka. Nas. Okay? Then when that's in the Bible, it looks like this. Ash. Because that's the spelling. It would come out of there. Ka. Nas. You know, one on the end here. This is how you would spell it through the Hebrew, of course. Let's see. Salaki, sir. They're one family. Yeah, now what family is that? Sumitra and Kaz and Asha, the rest of y'all in there. What family are these? French, Greek, German, Spain, and Italy. What are they? They one of the 18 nations. They part of them. Okay, so what are they? We're going to write Tarshish over here. Remember that? What Jonah had to go through to I guess at one point, the Rasha, the Ra, the Rosh, the Rosh, Yash. Y'all should be writing these down too. Okay? What family is that? Okay, let's see. Sumitra got Sakya, let's say Edomites and Kasa Edom. Damn right. Let's see. Let's clap it up for them. Let's clap it up for them in the chat. Exactly right. That's the answer I wanted. I mean, it may seem like a simple, mundane thing, but these people have the thing they have in common. The French, the Greek, the German, Spain, Italy. If you don't believe that, go out there and try to fight one of them. The rest of them jump on you. The police, they all these people here have ancestors from French, Greek, German, Spain, Italy, Russia. Let's see, did I miss any? Russia, yeah, there you go. From French, from what did I say? So-called white people, Esau, and the rest of them, so-called white people, Esau, Adawam. You know, but that's what they are. All of these are nothing but pure Edomites. Edomites. That's what they are Edom. Okay? In Italy, of course, is Kittim. 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 You want to write Kathayam. That's how you would spell it. Ka-fa. Okay? Kathayam. Well, we're not going to write all the Hebrew. That's in the chart. That'd be a good lesson when you write those down, play the film back, and you can say, oh, okay, I can spell these because I now know what the spelling is of these. You know, in other words, if I was to write Gamar, I would write Ga. Ga, here's one. Then I would write Ma. Gama. Then I would write an R. Gamar. Gamar. Like that. Okay? But you got to have what they're called in the Bible. Gomer. You don't write that because these are the sounds you're looking for. Ga, Ma, and R. So Gamar. That's what it looked like right there. I'm not going to do all these. Just want you guys to know. But that's right. That's exactly right. Understand that that's what these are. So clap it up for you again. These are the white nations that killed Lashawan. And of course, one of the Moabs, Chinese, all of them are against us. You have Indians, but most of them are white people or Edomites. You're going to have some Japanese on the police force and all these Chinese and whoever, Arabs and whatever. But most of them are these people right here. The French, the Russian also. I didn't put the Russian, I had it earlier because it's in the news. French, Greek, German, Spain, Italy, and all the other Edomite nations. Bulgaria, Ukraine, Russian. They're all the same. They're all the same. There's nothing to be hiding. We know now what you are, okay? Cut them off. These are nations that want to cut them off. The ones that put the knee, Derek Chauvin, that put the knee on George Floyd's neck. These. The one that ran Trayvon Martin down. You know, that's what his dad was. Mom was something else. Edomites. Who else? Ahmaud Arbery. Those three people, who knows which one of these? It could have been any one of them. Probably Ashkenazi Jews. And Ashkenazi Jews. Okay, I'll tell you what. Who, right now, here's a question, one of the few last questions we'll have tonight. Which one of these, the French, the Greek, the German, Spain, and Italy, which one is situated in our place over there right now where we actually came from? Which one of these nations is situated over there? I'll give you guys a few seconds. Which one of those white people? Lock it up. Which one of these white people is situated out of French, Greek, German, Spain, Italy, Russia, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Yugoslavia, Finland, Iceland, Greenland? I mean, I can go on and on. United Kingdom. Which one of these, or any of those one I mentioned, is situated here that's over there in Israel right now, perpetrating to be which one of these Edomites are perpetrating to be a Jew right now? Which one? One of these, is it Gomer? Is it French? Is it Yavan, Greek, or Yawan? Is it German, Ashkenaz? Is it Spain, Tarshish, Italy, Kittim? I mean, they're sitting there right now trying to be us. You know, over there in Jerusalem, bobbing their head on the wall. You know, let's see what y'all got. Simitra say the Germans. What you say, Akazamar? Simitra say the Germans. Which one you say? Yeah. Which one of those nations over there right now got in a little brim hats, perpetrating, you know, which one? Which one you say? Yeah, he said Khan, the Germans. Kazimar, clap it up. Simitra Bills, clap it up. Y'all both exactly right. The Germans, these people right here. Matter of fact, let's turn to it. Let's turn to it in the Bible, where that is in the Bible. Let's turn to that. Let's find out exactly where it is. So, I mean, you know, prove all things. Let's show you where that is. Let's show you where it is. Let's show you in the Bible about the 18 nations. This particular nation right here is over there. Okay, so let's find it. Let's find out where they are. Let's put it here. Here it is right here. Bible says this. Revelation 2:8. And unto the angel of the church of Smyrna write, these things saith the first and the last which was dead and is alive. This is the angel saying, okay, he's talking. What we got here? Conjurers, okay, good. All right. The Bible says this, verse 9, Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. The Bible says, but thou art rich. It's talking about us, man. He know our works because he know that there are people over there in Germany that's speaking against us and they're trying to be us. The Bible says this. He's talking to us. I know thy works and thy tribulation. We're going through a lot of tribulation here in America, man, and thy poverty. The Bible says this. And then he also, the Most High, the angel said this. And I know the blasphemy of them that say that they are Jews. That's these people right here. You see? That's a wicked and abominable thing, blasphemy. That's the definition. Okay? The blasphemy of them that say that they are Jews, the Bible says, and are not. You find it in Revelation 2 and 9. The Bible says that they are not, but they are the synagogue of who? Satan. You see? They work with Satan because they're devils. They're beasts. You know? All these are beasts. All the Edomite nations, man. They're devils, man. These nations, right? This nation in particular right here has a little place right here. And not only they are part of the 18 nations, this right here is who they are. They are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. Let's finish reading. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. See, we've suffered a lot. Behold, the devil, these people right here, all of them, all these Edomites. The Bible says this, behold, the devil, that's what they are. Well, y'all didn't think he was a devil, that's what they are. But that's what they are. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prisons that you may be tried. Man, look at this, man. I mean, yeah, we try, of course, all day long. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, and thou, but thou need to be faithful, man, unto death. And the Most High is going to give us a crown of life, man. So, you know, that's who they are, the Ashkenazi Jews, and really all these nations. But the Ashkenazi Jews are the ones that's sitting over there calling themselves Jews, and they're not. They're committing blasphemy. You know? That's what they are. But the Most High, he says, let's read that again. He says he know our works in Revelation 29. He says, I know thy works, tribulation and poverty. Yes, but the Bible says we're in poverty, but when it says thou art rich, because we got the word of the Most High. We got the kingdom, man. That's what the Most High is going to give us. The Bible says, hold on just a little bit longer here. We're being tried, man, because you got all these white nations over here perpetrating and just messing things up for us. Okay? And that's what it is. And I mean, you know, we're not going to go too much further here in class. We'll stop it right there and let you guys know. And I appreciate you being in class. We had a wonderful class. And y'all clap it up for class. Clap it up. Exactly right. So you'll know the 18 nations and the nations that came after us and still coming after us. Psalms 83 to cut us off from being a nation, man. Okay? The Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk. Started off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for the new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is the commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 and 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'asharah, 10% of every penny of increase that the Most High gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. The priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upholding convocations. Announce. Okay. Purim, 14th day of the 15th day of the 12th month, Monday, 14th February, being February, and Tuesday, 15th February 2022, Esther 9:20-31. You know, and then of course we're having the Passover come up, so you guys govern yourself accordingly. Okay, make sure you get your the garments and all that. Talk to who you need to talk to. Yeah, I appreciate the clapping there in class. Okay, to get you, it's going to be down in Cocoa Beach, Florida, I believe, down in Florida. So govern yourself accordingly. Okay, it's coming up real soon. I believe it's in April here. Be on the lookout for the dates and the correct time and all of that. Okay. Remind Akim, that's brothers, and Akwaf, the sisters, to check the bulletin board in the hallway over there if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school and start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, and headband, and scarf. And for that we say, Shalom.